Hello, good evening.
Nghe được em ạ.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Can you please show
Can
your
you please show
face?
your face? Okay.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, please show your face. I cannot see your face.
I was telling you.
Yes? Are you saying something?
Yeah,
Okay, there you are. So before we start, let's have a system check first. Can you see my screen?
I can see a screen.
Yes, you can see, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Very good. Can you see me?
I can see you too.
Okay, I'm sorry to kept you waiting because my computer is so lag. That's why I was having a hard time opening your material. Okay, so welcome to my class. My name is Teacher AM. Okay, and I will be your English online demo test teacher here in Pantado for tonight. Okay, so on my free time, I love reading books and I also like dancing and eating ice cream. Okay, can you please introduce yourself? What is your name?
My name is Thinh. Uh, play games and read comics in my free times.
Okay, that's a good hobby. Okay, so do you have an English name?
No,
No.
I don't have.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
13 years old. Okay, can I call you Fam?
Okay, you come with.
Okay, so hello Fam. It's nice to meet you tonight. Okay, so how are you today, Fam? Are you happy?
Yeah, I feel happy today.
Yeah, what makes you happy?
Today I go to the park with my cousin to play football, so I feel happy.
Oh, yes, I see. Okay, you know that makes me happy also because you are happy, and I'm very happy because I am your English teacher just for tonight, and I met a new student of mine. Okay, so since you already answered your hobbies, so let's just proceed with your material for tonight. Okay, please wait me. I'm going to open this one. Okay, so can you see demo test grade 8?
Yes, great.
Okay, so this is your test for tonight, which is grade 8. So the content of this material, it is divided into 5 parts. Okay, we're going to test your vocabulary in part 1. Part 2, that's grammar. Part 3 is listening. Part 4, reading. And part 5 is speaking. Okay, so for the listening part, you are only allowed to listen twice. If you can listen once, then
Okay.
just tell me directly so that we can check your answers. Then for the speaking, you are
Okay.
expected to answer my questions directly. Okay, so now task 1, let's proceed with task 1. Every item here is equivalent to 2 points. So it's 5 items. So you will get 10 points. Okay, you're going to circle the correct answer. Or if you don't know how to write in Zoom, you can just tell me directly your answer. So for number 1, it is a thing that you use in the kitchen. A, cooker. B, cook. C, refrigerator. Or D, counter.
Uh, I can't see the word. I think it's loading.
Oh, what are you saying, fam?
I can't see the word.
You mean my screen? You cannot see it?
Yeah, I can't see the answer.
You mean the letters or the choices? A, B, C, D, you can see?
Yes.
So I think it's very lag because here in my screen I already see A, B, C, D. Okay, A is cooker. Just listen to me. B, cook. C, refrigerator. D, counter.
Okay, thank you.
What's your answer? A, B, C, or D?
A cooker is a thing and you see in the kitchen. I choose A.
Okay, that's correct, fam. Great job. For number two, it will take me an hour to do the household. A, household work. B, household chores. C, job. Or D, exercises.
It would take me an hour to do the household job. I think so.
Household job.
Yes, C.
Is that
I
your
think
final
so.
answer, Anne? I fam? Oh, sorry.
Yes, my final answer.
Okay, so the answer is chores, household chores. What about number
Mm,
three? They found some electrical blank in the room. Okay, so is it A, devices, B, device, C, advices, or D, advice? A, B, C, or D?
I devise.
This one, letter A?
Yes, devise.
Okay, that is correct. Very good. For number four, we live in the room blank the store. Okay, A, above, B, on, C, over, or D, up. A, B, C, or D.
I think it's above us the store.
Okay, very good. You got it right. For number five, she is looking at the woman sitting. A, next, B, opposite, or C, near, D, nearly. A, B, C, or D.
Uh, she's looking at the woman sitting opposite. I think B.
Okay, that's correct. So for this one, you got 8 out of 10. Okay, that is still a good job because you only got one mistake here. Okay, so now let's proceed with task 2. Okay, so you're going to read and choose, just like in task 1, 2 points each. Okay, so for number 1, can you please read and tell me your answer here?
We don't allow to parking here. D.
Letter D as in dog.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay, this is
it's
letter B. They
one.
don't allow parking here. Okay, what about number two?
Uh, I choose B. If she was a color, she would be right.
Okay, this is letter C. If she wear a color, she would be red. Okay, what about number three? What about number three, fam?
I think she refers used in the examination room. I choose A.
Okay, this is letter D. References are not used in the examination room. Okay, what about number four?
You shouldn't stay up too late because it's not good for your health.
Okay, very good. You got it right finally. What about number five?
I chose A. My aunt hasn't visited since she moved to the new town.
Okay, letter A. This is letter A. Very good. So for this one, you got 4 out of 10. So all I can say is better luck on the next task. Okay. So here in task 3, this is to test your listening. You're going to listen to 4 people talking about events in the past. Then after that, you match the speakers 1 to 4 with the statements A to E. So there is one extra statement here. So please take note that this is also equivalent to 2 points. You will get 10 points if all your answers are correct. So now, fam, are you ready to listen?
Can you wait me to take a pen and a paper?
Ah, yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's play this one. Oh.
Progress Test Unit 1. 1.
When I was 9, I broke the top of a cupboard in my bedroom. When Mum came upstairs and asked about the noise, I stood in front of the cupboard to hide it and told her it was nothing. After that, I put magazines and books on top of the cupboard so that Mum couldn't see it properly. I felt bad about not telling the truth, so I told Mum what really happened a few months later.
2.
One day, my friend took a new smartphone out of her bag. I was envious because I really wanted a phone like that, but they cost so much money. I was very suspicious when she refused to say where it was from. I asked her which shop she got it from, or if she found it somewhere, but she didn't say anything. I asked her again and again, and in the end, I found out that her parents gave it to her for her birthday. She was embarrassed to tell me at first because it was such an expensive present. I was just happy to know the truth.
3.
I play football for my school, and one time we played a game against another school, and the players weren't very nice. I was a little bit anxious when I took the ball off one of the players, and I was right to be. He tripped me up, and I sprained my ankle. Although my ankle really hurt, I played for the rest of the game. At the end, I got chosen as the man of the match, and I felt extremely pleased when my coach told me how well I played.
4.
My teacher's good and I usually really enjoy her lessons, but last week I had a bit of a problem with some grammar that she taught us. I don't think she explained it very well, and when she gave us some homework, I couldn't do it. I didn't tell her my problem for a few days because I was worried and didn't know what to say. When I finally told her, she explained it in a different way, and it was really clear.
Progress Test Unit 1. 1.
When I was 9, I broke the top of a cupboard in my bedroom. When Mum came upstairs and asked about the noise, I stood in front of the cupboard to hide it and told her it was nothing. After that, I put magazines and books on top of the cupboard so that Mum couldn't see it properly. I felt bad about not telling the truth, so I told Mum what really happened a few months later.
2.
One day, my friend took a new smartphone out of her bag. I was envious because I really wanted a phone like that, but they cost so much money. I was very suspicious when she refused to say where it was from. I asked her which shop she got it from, or if she found it somewhere, but she didn't say anything. I asked her again and again, and in the end, I found out that her parents gave it to her for her birthday. She was embarrassed to tell me at first because it was such an expensive present. I was just happy to know the truth.
3.
I play football for my school, and one time we played a game against another school, and the players weren't very nice. I was a little bit anxious when I took the ball off one of the players, and I was right to be. He tripped me up, and I sprained my ankle. Although my ankle really hurt, I played for the rest of the game. At the end, I got chosen as the man of the match, and I felt extremely pleased when my coach told me how well I played.
4.
My teacher's good and I usually really enjoy her lessons. But last week I had a bit of a problem with some grammar that she taught us. I don't think she explained it very well, and when she gave us some homework, I couldn't do it. I didn't tell her my problem for a few days because I was worried and didn't know what to say. When I finally told her, she explained it in a different way, and it was really clear.
Okay, so now, fam, did you take note your answers?
Yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
for letter A, whose speaker is it? Is it
let's
one?
speaker one.
Very good, that's correct. What about letter B?
Letter B don't have any speaker.
Okay, don't have any speaker. Okay, what about letter C?
Letter C is speaker three.
Very good, you got it right. What about letter D?
Letter D is speaker two.
Great job. How about the last speaker?
The last speaker is four. Speaker four.
Okay, that's speaker number 4, the last part. So for this one, you get 10 out of 10, which is a perfect score. Okay, so now let's proceed with the transcript. Okay, can you see it clearly?
It's
Okay, so this time I want you to practice reading this transcript. So let's start with speaker 1. Can you please read?
speaker one. When I was 9, I broke the top of a cupboard in my bedroom. When my grandmom came upstairs and asked about the noise, I stood in front of the cupboard to hide it and told her it was nothing. After that, I put magazines and books on top of the cupboard so that my mom couldn't see it properly. I felt bad about not telling the truth, so I told my mom what really happened a few months later.
Great, let's proceed with speaker 2.
Me too. One day, my friend took a new smartphone out of her bag. I was embarrassed because I really want a phone like that, but it cost so much money. I was very suspicious when she refused to say where it was from. I asked her which shop she got it from or if she found it somewhere, but she didn't say anything. I asked her again and again, and in the end of I found out that her parents gave it to her for her birthday. She was embarrassed to tell me at first because she was such an expensive present. I was just happy to know the truth.
Okay, let's proceed with speaker 3.
Because I played football for my school. And one time we played a game against another school, and the players weren't very nice. I was a little bit anxious when I took the ball of one player, and I was right to be. He tripped me and I sprained my ankle. Although my ankle really hurt, I played for the rest of the game. At the end, I got chosen as a man of the match, and I felt extremely pleased when my coach told me how well I played.
Great job, fam. Okay, so let's proceed with the last speaker, which is speaker number 4.
Speaker 4. My teacher good and I usually really enjoy her lesson. But last week I had a bit of problem with some grammar and she taught us. I don't think she's explained it very well and when she gave us some homework, I couldn't do it. I didn't tell her my problem for a few days because I was worried and I didn't know what to say. When I finally told her, she explained it a different way and it was really clear.
Okay, very good. Thank you for reading that one, fam. I can say that your listening skill and reading skill are both good. Okay, you're a great reader and a fast reader, and also your pronunciations are perfect. Okay, so now let's proceed with this task 4. It's all about reading. Okay, can you see uh the story about the most dangerous journey?
Yes, I see.
Okay, so this time this will test your reading skill. After you read, you're going to match paragraphs A to E of the text with questions 1 to 7. So there are two extra questions here. So each question again is equivalent to 2 points. Okay,
Yeah.
so here I want you to read the most dangerous journey. You can read it loudly so that I can check your pronunciation as well.
How do you feel about a car journeys? Do you get a bit bored? Ask the driver how long it's going to take, and then fall asleep. Or do you get extremely anxious? This is exactly how I felt last month when I took a trip down the most dangerous road in the world.
Okay, so what do you want? Do you want to read all the paragraph from A to E before you answer, or read one by one, then answer one by one? What do you want?
I will read from A to B and I will answer all.
Okay, very good. You can do that one. Okay, please continue reading letter B.
The North Yungas road in Bolivia goes from Lapa, which is a very large city, to the town of Caraicó, in the mountain region of the Amazon rainforest. The road is about 69 kilometers long, but in a short distance, it goes down for 4,600 meter heights to 1,200 meter. Although it is only 3 meters wide and there, there are no guardrails, car travel in both directions. The views are amazing. Between 2 and 300 travelers are killed every year when they drive out the side of this road. In Spanish, it is called El Camino de los Muertos, the road of the dead. When when I When I when I went to visit my friend Jacqueline in La Paz, I had no idea how dangerous and not Yunga's road was. I was excited about the trip to the Amazon rainforest that she wanted to take me on. When when we got on the bus, Jacqueline let me sit by the window to get best view. I didn't feel suspicious at all. It was only when the journey started that I began to feel frightened. The bus drove right to the edge of the road many times, and and when I looked over, I could see the forest about 600 meters below us. We drove only through thick cloud. How do you know where you're you're going when you can't see? I felt to Jacqueline's hand. Then we drove under the waterfall. Like was slowly washing the road away. I was shocked. When we met another car coming from the other way, we drove so close to the edge of the road that the wheel seemed to go off the edge. This happened several times, and I started thinking that we might not reach our final destination. When we finally got to Karakoy, I felt so relieved. I let Jacqueline hand and saw that it was right. I was a bit embarrassed, so happy we were not on that road anymore.
Okay, so thank you for reading that one, fam. Okay, so can you please look at these highlighted numbers? How do you read this one again? Okay, this is 4,650. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, 4,650 million.
Okay, so now I want you to tell me your answer, letters A to E. So for number one good thing about the road. In which paragraph does the writer tell us one good thing about the road? Which paragraph is that?
I think so. I think it's E.
What letter?
Fine. Fine.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you well. You're a little bit. I can hear noise in your side that my voice uh sounds like a robot.
I chose letter B. B. In
Letter
one
D, this one.
B. B.
Boy, this one.
No, yes, that.
Yes. Okay, so this is letter B. Very good. So for number two, in which paragraph does the writer tell us about difficult weather conditions?
D.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, that's correct. Number three, in which paragraph does the writer tell us that traffic is coming toward the bus?
Traffic bus. Hmm. I think it's B.
What paragraph?
B.
E, this one?
Yes.
Okay, that's correct. Number four, in which paragraph does the writer tell us that she didn't realize the road wasn't safe?
Yes. Paragraph D.
You mean boy?
Not boy.
I'm sorry, this one?
Don't know. I write it in chat.
Okay, okay. So let me see. Letter boy. Okay. So let's see. That's letter C. Okay, the answer is letter C. What about paragraph number 5? In which in which number question to question number 5, in which paragraph does the writer tell us how long the journey took?
Paragraph A.
A. Okay. That's no answer. There's no paragraph that tells us how long the journey took. Okay. So please take note that there are two extra question. There's still more one question that doesn't have an answer. Okay, so for number 6, in which paragraph does the writer tell us that she was disappointed about the trip?
Hmm. Hmm. Paragraph C.
Is that your final answer?
C. Yeah.
Okay, so this is para no answer. Yeah. Okay, so last number. In which paragraph does the writer tell us about how some people feel when they travel?
I think it's I think it's blank.
It's
So
letter
it's blank. No, no.
blank, no answer. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll give you chance. It says here that there are only two extra questions. Since 5 and 6 have no answers, so that means that there
So
are
it's blank.
one left letter for this one.
I.
Okay, that's correct. That's letter A. So for this one, I will not include number 5 and 6 question. Okay. You only got 8 out of 10 because your mistake is just number 4. Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so do you have any question to me regarding the story about the most dangerous journey?
I think no.
Okay, no. So let's proceed with task 5, which is our speaking. Okay, I'm going to ask you some random question and you answer the question. So every answer is equivalent to 2 points. Okay, do you have a mobile phone?
Yes, I have a mobile phone.
Okay, so do
Uh,
you usually use mobile phone?
My mom let me use mobile phone twice a week
When
in Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, wow. So I like that. I like how your mom disciplined you in using mobile phone. Okay, so which traditional festival in Vietnam are you interested in?
Uh, uh, Mid-Autumn is the traditional festival in Vietnam I'm interested in because I can eat moon cake and I can go to my friend house to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Wow. Okay, so that's nice. So, what can you do to protect the environment, fam?
I think I will grow a tree and
Hmm.
uh, I think grow a tree and something. Yeah, let it. Can I think
Just grow a tree or plant a tree.
plant a tree and
You can do that.
yeah, pick up a cabbage and give it. Pick up a trash and put them in the bin.
Okay, very good. Okay, that's it. So, what time is it now? Time check. Ooh. Okay, so since we're done with our demo test, okay, so congratulations because you were able to finish the grade 8 demo test ahead of time. Yeah, because the
Yeah.
time allotted is only 45 minutes and you were able to finish 38 minutes. Okay. So since we're done with this one, do you still have any clarification question or any suggestion to me before we formally end?
Hmm. No,
No.
that's
No. Okay, so thank you so much for joining our demo test tonight, fam. I hope that I'll be seeing you next time here in Pantado. Have a good night, keep safe always, and enjoy your weekend. Bye bye, fam.
thanks, teacher. Goodbye.